Testing. Alright, cool. Alright, everything looks to be up and running. Hopefully we got all this going. Alright, cool. Let me get into this. We're going to do a new game. Folktails, like I said. We're going to do a custom map. We're doing Beaver Twist 77. Loading that next. We're doing hard mode. And yeah, we're gonna start this thing out. Hopefully we got all this going. Alright, cool. Oh man. Today, let me get into this. High stress situations. Folktails, like I said, we're gonna do a custom map. We're doing Beaver Twist 77. Loading that next. So far, everything's working out nicely, so can't complain too much about that. And yeah, we're gonna start this thing out. Need to get my mouses in the proper, I guess, area. So far, everything's working out nicely, so can't complain too much about that. Need to get my mouse in the proper, I guess, area. Alright, there we go. Alright. Should be working out just nicely now. Alright, this is going to be our map. Kind of low functioning to some degree. Hopefully this works out the way we want it to. Obviously problems are going to arise. Now, before we get into this map, we need to break some stuff down just a little bit to kind of understand everything. I'm gonna mute the music on your side, unfortunately, so I can listen to what I want to listen to, so give me a second to kind of get that going. Alright, this is going to be our map. Kind of low functioning to some degree. Hopefully this works out. Alright, now that we got that set up, sorry, don't want any bad juju. Alright, so looking at this map, we have water sources here. We have a bad source here, flows off here, and then when we come back here, this is where this map kind of goes into stupid mode. So water then flows through here. We have the bad tide that flows from this spot to this side and that side. Then we have everything else. Then we have this good tide, good water, whatever, flowing in through somewhere right around here. Oops. Alright, now that we got that set up. Wrong button. Sorry, don't want any and then that meets up here, flows out there. So kind of have those issues going. Oops. Water sources. Sorry, I'm working on figuring out my key bindings without looking at my computer, or my keyboard, so we're working here. Now that being said, we need to get first things first, we're going to need to get science and all of that stuff going so I can then block this off. So block that. Is that a water source? Okay, phew. I was about to be a little bit worried. But yeah, we're going to need to get over here to block this stuff off. Then we have this good tide. How are we going to do this? Water, whatever. Because we got to get 2 of these things going. Plus stairs. Oops. Right. Wrong button. Yeah. And then that means. All right, let's. Kind of. Hey, what's up? Oops. This is Timberborn. Sorry, I'm working on figuring. This is basically end of the world. People died, and somehow or another, beavers were smart enough to take over the world or try to rebuild a little bit of the world. This is a custom map made by someone, not the creators of the game. So there's that. Where do I want to do? All right, first things first. Let's get in. Let's start collecting a little bit. I don't even know where we would put this. Over here to block this stuff off. We would have to put it over here to at least begin this. Oh, this is going to be difficult. I might have overexerted just a little bit on my capabilities here. Not gonna lie on that one. Alright, let's... science is going to be probably the most crucial thing we can do at this current point in time, minus getting a bunch of people died and somehow or another enough to take over the world. Trees or try to rebuild a little bit of the world. Oh, this map's going to be the death of me. Let me tell you. All right, then we can also join over here. I don't know how well this is going to work. My bad. First things first, let's get in. Let's get some tree farmers over here. Collecting a little bit. I don't even know where we put. Let's get this thing cut down, so we would have to put it over here. Something can help us. Oh, this is going to be difficult. I might have overexerted just a little bit on... hold on. Sorry, something's... my capabilities here. Alright. Sorry. I could hear myself, and I didn't want to make sure you guys could hear myself too. Oh. Never mind. Trying to explain that would be a little idiotic. Alright, so let's go to priorities. I want this. I want this. Storage. We're gonna have to find a better spot for this. Oh, there's gonna be so much rebuilding. Because first things first, we're gonna need 70. Actually, what would probably help us out, because I would say this would be a great spot to put yeah, we'll collect blueberries, because we got to figure out where we're actually going to grow stuff, because like right now it's not looking ideal here, if I'm being honest. This is looking... This creator did his job. He did it correctly. He made some of the hardest stuff we got going on here. But we need water. Blueberries will suffice for the time being for food. Once we get that set up, then I think we can look for, like, I mean, at this, I would say building up here would be the best bet, but we need the planks, we need the logs, and we need growth in some form of fashion. Do we have any stairs over here? It doesn't look like it. Let's make something really juvenile, kind of get to some open land. Rotate, rotate, and let's cut down all this junk. Because Might as well have logs. That's all I can say about that. Hopefully we can get logs. That's where I'm at with that. But we need science. That's what we need. Oh. I'll move this right here. Just to help me with that. Alright. So, we're going to watch from a little bit of afar. I know I need housing. We need to figure out where to put the damn things. Let's up the priority on those. Let's up the priority on this. We got extra jobs. Where do we got extra jobs? Alright, one's in there. How many builders do we got? Did I cut down these? Yes, I did. So we have these being cut. That needs top priority. I guess we can build some housing here. Rotate. That looks just wonderful. And for good measure, let's just make this completely psychotic. Alright, do I have a beaver there? No, I do not. Let's up that priority. You're cutting logs up here. Since you aren't doing anything, let's give you a break. We don't have anybody there. I need builders. Logs, maybe not so much. It's more or less clear cutting stuff out of the way to give us the option to be able to move somewhere. Max priority that. Probably be in our best interest. Usually I don't do this, but I mean, shoot, at this point we need a place to put logs. High priority that, just so we can get them going. Oh, this is going to be a stressful map. I can tell you that right now. Holy cow. We're working on food. I need a place to put food. That is the problem. Right now, blueberries are pretty much my only hope. Because we don't have anywhere to put them. I need higher priorities on these. We need 18-hour days. How do you like this view? Up close and personal. I don't think I've ever played this game this close to anything. Oh, of course. High priority. Alright, so since this is on hard mode, these do have the ability to be some serious droughts. I do need to take this seriously because this could be the end of the game. Max priority to this one. I need this one being max priority. We have 3 extra jobs. You cutting? Nope, nope. No available workers in district. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be highly stressful. Normally a lot better prepared. Alright, Yeah, don't know how well that's going to play out for us, considering... Oh, man. Everything goes down that hole. Whoa. Sorry about that. Alright, back out. We're going to do this way. Alright, let's path this out. And do the same thing. Not a fan of the pathing system. I say that quite a bit. I wish it was better, but... I will plug it in after I'm done here. I will do that after I'm done here. Wait a minute, how'd they get over here? Oh. Look at that. Alright, I also need this to be high priority. All this is being cut. Might as well do all of this as well. I don't know what that is. We'll fix that in a jiffy. How do we... I need to get out of this screen. Okay, hypothetically, it looks like we could do this. Just trying to get some basis of resource gathering going. Because this map is definitely going to whoop the brakes off of us. And since we have so much, we might as well do what we can. Oh man, I don't like this at all. Alright, we can place this at a lower priority. I need these two, and I need these two. Right now, we can do those. let's pause all of our 2, 4, 6. We're not gonna pause all of them. I should have a woodcutter here, and I should maybe. And I need those because we need science. Oh man. All right. All right. How to do this? I got 2 days. I got 2 days to figure this out. All right. So, which isn't very promising because right now we are in some serious crud. All right. This is going to go dry 100%. Whatever's water in the berries is going to go dry 100%. We don't have any berries in there. All the berries are in there. Does that have any berries? That does not have any berries. Alright, I don't care about your well-being because it's about to go to crud in a handbasket anyway. Oh man. So, this all being said, I'd like to say slowly is going to be better, but at this time I'm this first drought might wipe us out. And we so love going back and retrying everything. So we figured this out. I don't know. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright, 2 times speed. Let's speed this up. This is actually the first time I've played this game where I have building a farm hasn't been one of my priorities, or at least main priority going into this. And for everybody that's joining in, we are several layers below the normal here. So, oh, that did wonders. Alright, we're still doing good on logs. Trying to get this situated. If I can get this one built, then at least at this point we'll be able to hold water somewhere. This isn't going to be my primary source because above us we have the potential for bad tide above us, and like I said, I'm just trying to get something so we can then carry us over while I wait to get stairs, which by the way we need 15 logs for this. And at this point in time, putting you right there, getting some power. I think that was right? No, that wasn't the one I wanted. Yes, alright. So building this right here, we're going to get planks. I need planks to then do the next step, which is once we have 70 science points, We will then hook up stairs, and then our next drought will be in a little bit of a better situation because we'll have this blocked off, so we'll be able to pull up water here. And then obviously I'm going to need to build some sort of contraption or delete this so water just flows out that way. If water doesn't flow out that way, then we're in trouble. But that's kind of where we're at right now. Oh. Alright, and then we got all of that built just in a matter of time. I would like to then place these at higher priority. Water means the most. More water we have, the better odds we have at surviving at least this first drought. Water, water, and water. And then at this point, once we get some of this built down, then I can come in and I can lower the builders that we have. Because right now we got 4 of these builders up in here. Trying to get all this situated. And then once this drought kicks off, then we'll pause. How much food do we have? I'd say that's pretty much nothing. We have a buttload of blueberries. How are these trees? 58. You're toying with me, that's what you're doing. What are you at? Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of that. We are going to shave that down. Can you reach? No, you cannot. So put that down. Pause real quick. Oh, wrong button. Hit that. 37, 10, 61, 50. And we are going to get rid of all of these. Why? Because we need farmland. For the time being, this will work out nicely. Pause and pause. We got a 5-day drought. Alright, how are we doing? We got them. Let's unlock this. Yes. We'll put that there. We're working on it. For the time being, oh, pause. Pause. I want it paused. Put this here. Put that there. Put this there. Let's path all of this out. Once he's done there, all right, lower that, play this, food. This isn't going to be a permanent structure, just realize that. Actually, Since it's not going to be a permanent structure, it'd fit us a little bit better if we put it in a more beneficial spot. Which is probably going to be somewhere over here. 83, we are keeping that one. High priority that. Carrots. We're gonna put carrots all over this bad boy. You're clearing out this area, which we need. Oops, sorry. I know that my mic's a little bit touchy. It would be nice. There we go. All right. We have the wheel working. Everybody has a job. Let's come over here. What are you at? 75. At this point, I'll leave that the way it is. Let's come over here. That one's going to be the only one I cut down. Oh, man. We may or may not get through this, if I'm being completely honest. We may have problems here. Alright, downgrade. Oh, I'm gonna have serious problems. I need a little bit more of a medium urgency there. I'm gonna put you at a lower priority. I need the planks so we can build this junk. Once that's done, then we can go from there. But I need this area cleared out, and that's why I'm leaving these beavers over here to cut this down, because I need some form of something to grow at this point. And just on the other side of this drought, we'll have most of this open. Oh, he can reach all the way over here. Sweet. Hold on. Hold the phone. How far can he reach? Even better. Play that. All right. Food, I'm a little bit worried on. I can't. We're going to do the best we can with this. We're honestly going to do the best we can with this. And you are going to stop growing, which means you're out of there. It's unfortunate, but it is the nature of this game at this current point in time. We got to get stuff moving. I have to get across areas to be able to effectively save myself. Let's high priority all of this. Alright, we have that going, so I can pause them, get them into a different working situation. If I need to, we will build up these guys so we can start moving them across the board. No workers, nothing like that, so we're good there. Let's build a house so we can kind of work on our population to some degree, hopefully getting something going. Yeah, we're gonna have to move fast on this. That's where we're at on that. I'm gonna have to move. Okay, we're at 103, we're at 49, we're at 3 days left. Would not say we're in the best ideal situation, but it is what it is. Okay, I thought we planted all of that. If I'm being perfectly honest. Alright, as far as you can reach, as far as you can reach. Now we can pause you guys. Now you guys can go do whatever it is you need to do. You're gonna be a ×3, ×3, ×3 high priority. Get that going. We do not have any babies, which is problematic. You guys are about to be maxed out on all of that, so this current point in time, I would say go find other jobs. Oh, all those carrots died. How many logs? Okay, we got plenty of logs. We are good in that aspect. I do appreciate that. 2 days. 15 carrots. Or 15 blueberries. Not looking very good there. 4 days. Yeah, we're gonna be cutting that one close. Say we're about at the same. Oh, YouTube's gonna love that. YouTube's gonna love that. Sorry about that. That is totally my bad. Oh, I had to get that out of my ear though. That was hurting. I didn't realize that was going to happen. Alright. Now that we got that out of the way. We might be okay. It's one thing I never suggest doing is waiting until the very end to do food, but kind of really didn't have a whole lot of choices here. I had to get something cleared out of the way just to be able to do this. Holy cow, that's gonna be so many steps. That's going to be a lot. And figuring out, I would say, path, stairs, and then stairs. Come out up here, no. Build stairs there. Build stairs going up, and then stairs going up. And then out here, we're gonna have to destroy. Nope. And then we can build stairs, and then we're up. Alright, we're gonna backlog this one. Oh, no. Already made a boo-boo. Let's rotate. I think that will work out the way we want it to. Alright, start here. Which one is it? There we go. I'm going to have to destroy that tree, but that will be... I mean, that'll work. No one's going to miss that. There we go. Oh, we have no food. Fantastic. No food. Everybody's hungry. Didn't run out of water, though. So, good news there. And play you. We can pause that and bring you back down to 1. Take a little bit of time to build this back up. You half a moron. Like, what was the plan here, bub? Like, you're already thirsty. That's what... Oh, and we only have 1 plank. Alright, great. That is fantastic. Alright, we haven't gotten water down here yet. Dude. That's an interesting problem. Alright, hurry up. Alright, this is something that we're gonna have to remember. That the water flow takes a minute. All this die? It did not die. That did die. Alright. Food situation is very circumstantial. Ombre is going to definitely starve for a minute, but I'm going to try to get these guys to at least... Oh, that was ingenious. Class right there. High priority that one, but we only have one builder at this current point in time. Oh, problems, problems, problems. Can you... Oh, you guys are working. Okay. Alright, I'll pause. Pause for the cause. I'm not gonna judge you just yet. Do need someone in there. Because we've got to save home slice over here. Because he decided to build a staircase in the stupidest way possible. Oh, we need help. This pathway. Oh. I think that'd work, right? Or actually, we could just build this like right here somewhere, something like that. Actually, it'd probably have to be somewhere right there. We'll figure that out. Dude, get this man the planks. High priority. I need planks, man. That's fine. Alright, we have started to fill this up, which is nice. We'll come back in here in a minute. We're working on food, which at the current point in time can be right there. That also needs to be a medium priority. Ooh, slowly but surely. And another drought is approaching, but we're going to be in a better predicament just because we have this water available to us. We don't have a whole lot. I'm gonna need to start. I'm pretty sure this dude died, which is fantastic. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right. We got a full population. Let's start boosting that up. Because at this current point in time, we need the beavers. They will continue going up there. I can work that down to 1. Get him going so at least we can get a gate, maybe, hopefully. Just need 1 more point. That will help unlock this. I need to move this over here. And we got it, yes. I want that to be a medium priority. And then make that a medium priority. I don't know if they'll be able to get there. I can hope for the best, but I don't have a whole lot of hopes in that. We do have a good portion of water, so that will be beneficial to us. I can pause you while building these at this current point. That was stupid. Let's add those. And hopefully get that going. I think that's doing us justice. Now here would be a great place to get, oops, going the wrong way. play him. Get that going. Oh, dear Lord. Let's get that going. That needs to be a higher priority so we have places to put these dang carrots. And then once we pause these water pumpers, then we'll start going in a different direction, hopefully. Because having as much food as we can get and having as much water as we can get, probably the biggest priority that we need going here. While we let this kind of grow out, I have a feeling our best source of food for this map is probably going to be in the aquatic department and dealing with Spatterdock and Cattails. 12 days for Spatterdock, and you each get 3. So, and start thinking about maybe potatoes, but I'd like to get a little bit more greenery over here, which deals with more science, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to need a backup farm going. Oh man, the pressures of this game are intense. Basically what I'm trying to do is after this drought, we have the potential for a bad tide, and the bad tide is going to be about the same as our first drought, which is going to be about 7-ish days. That's going to really play a factor in everything that happens after this. So having maybe not a drought, maybe going to 4 days, that would help. But also having as much water as possible. I want to, like I said, I want to move over here. I want to get potatoes. But the only reason why this area is green is because of this little thing, which I want to say flows from over here, underground, and kind of some weird stuff over here, which then flows out over here. So at this point, let's pause all of our hombres. That gives us 4 extra beavers. Let's play and also play that, so we're getting science. We have 1 empty worker. I do want these built, or I want this built so he can at least put stuff in there. We have the logs. I don't necessarily want to be doing extra planks at this current point in time. I'd rather just whatever, but the problem that we're going to have is as we boost the population, that's then going to cause other problems of boosting hunger, desire, food, all that fun jazz. So you kind of see where everything starts being a problem. so we can do neutral there. Let's do high and high here. We have what we need to build this. Oh, I'm so happy you guys can go through there. Oh, I was worried about that. But yeah, my idea is for this is to keep this hydrated. Waiting on those to grow up. That's what this guy did, is he kind of stuck it to you as far as building. Alright, we're half done on this, but if I can get this to have a little bit of whatever, have that be planks. Alright, things are looking a little bit better. Next course of action will be a bad tide, and that will definitely, like I said, it's either going to be this one or the next one. Which is kind of why I'm doing this, protecting this area, and hopefully just not having to deal with that. How many builders do I have? I have 2. I do want to get these going. I think we can go down to 1. I want more lumberjacks. You're paused. All of you are paused. Because I don't know what the future is going to hold up here. Obviously, those logs stay pretty good. Once these come in, we'll clear those out. I'm going to keep blueberries for the time being because, well, I need people to, yeah. Alright, so we're going to work on cutting this down. Need this cut down so we can make another. How are we doing? Oh man. Decisions, because I haven't even started a forester yet. Alright, water. Fluid dump is 250. And these are 120. Alright. Many problems, very little solutions. That is for dang certain. Once all these trees grow up, we'll be able to get rid of these lumberjacks. And then that'll clear up space for that. Then we can come up here, kind of start clearing this out. So it looks like the water falls somewhere. If we block this off, let it flow this way, we could put in blockages over here to keep all this blue. We're still going to get the tiger stripes, but we'd at least have that being blocked off. I mean, that's kind of my hopes anyway. I don't know how well that would pan out for everyone, but because I'm going to need this anyway, we might as well unlock it. Get that going. All right. Oh. Don't know how well this is going to work, but my only kind of hope is we can build up this. We got 33 of them. We're gonna need way more than that. Oh. Let's connect it. And then we can start building. This is not going to be the most efficient way to build, but you can at least attempt to get up here. Right now, the more of the droughts we get, the better we're going to end up being. Our first bad tide might wreck us a little bit. If I'm being completely honest. How are you able to build up here, but not this one yet? Alright, I think we have enough buildings over here for the time being. Everyone, I mean, for the most part, has jobs. These two can come into here, do this. If we have other jobs, then we'll, I don't even know, delegating it. I guess less woodcutters. That's bad. Yeah, those are gonna be dead. Would like to say I'm making my beavers happy, but right now it's more about trying, or at least attempting to try to survive. And did I buy it? I did. Alright, so Shift Z. That is going to be so much building. We can delete that. This one would have to be 2. So we'd have to block off all of this. And then basically send the water, bad water, this way, down here, into this channel. Where's the steps? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're having problems. And then I would say the best alternative would be this way of getting up here. I mean, it's possible we might just pull it off. Then I'd move all these cutters up here. Cut, build, all of that jazz right up here because we're going to need... We're gonna need help. And then once we get this blocked off, then we can come over here, block this off effectively, keep water over here, maybe make this a bigger dam. I'm not even quite sure, but you get the gist of it. At least that's what I'm hoping for anyway. There's not a lot of high hopes going on in this game. If I'm being honest. At this point, let's make another one of those. High priority that, just so I can get this built. Pause. I got 3 beavers doing nothing. I need you doing something. Building or something. How are we doing on... Ooh, we're cutting it really close with the water. But we also didn't have 3 of these actually operational, so I'm hoping that these 3 will actually benefit, or I think it's actually 6. Alright. Play, and play. Get those going.
Then come put it on in your bed.
Let's... I don't know, we're still trying to reach up here. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put this, once we rotate it, here. Oh my gosh, I'm having issues with my buttons. Cut all of it down. Obviously, they can only reach so far, but doing what we need to be doing. Or at least hoping doing what we're able to do. Alright, I might have to take a break and go deal with my son real quick. Just know that. Alright, 65. That's gonna kind of overflow to everything, and then it'll bump its way out. Alright. Please get these guys going. This is kind of important. Then build that. And that. And then, just because of good measure, I'm going to build one right there so we are able to build this line. And then we will also... Okay, we already got that cut. Alright, fingers crossed for another drought. Another drought would be beneficial. Mm. So we're going to wait and see what happens. Alright, how to do a mic check real quick. Okay, all I can hope for is that we can get this built in a reasonable amount of time. Now, I would like to say this is going to happen, but I don't have high hopes. If I can get these guys going. Pause, pause. Ooh. Place you at a lower priority. I mean, I know we need 250.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
No. Do you need your blanket? You don't want that? Alright, so we are collecting logs up here. I hope that helps us as far as like get this kind of going. I really need this section kind of torn up, destroyed, all that other stuff, but we are funneling in some needs through here, and we are getting logs collected one way or another. I mean, I wish it was a little bit better, but we are at least being able to do that. Now, I would say what we could do is put one here. Oh, appreciate the raid, Con. How'd the Pokey stream go? Caught bits and pieces of it. But yeah, so trying to get this figured out and set up so we can at least somewhat protect ourselves. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. That's well, the general gist anyway. Once we get these built. What's up, Con? You doing another diamond nuzlocke? Oh, we did it. We got a drought. That is awesome. Awesome news. Alright. A drought I can deal with. Alright. Let me move this around just a smidgen. Hopefully I can get what I need done. Alright, why aren't we cutting this tree down? I tried to cover you up. You didn't want to be covered up. I'm gonna place a little bit of a higher priority on these guys so I can start cutting these trees down because it's pretty much all done and dry over here. And then hopefully get them going over here, kind of building this up. I need... Alright, we've got both of them in there. Like I said, we got time to kill. We don't have a lot of time to kill, but we got some time to kill. So if we can do that and take care of that, then we could be in a beneficial spot. But we have to get... Okay, we got them going. We're gonna have trees and everything down here. What do you need, little girl? I know. I know. Would be a lot easier if you just went to bed. So we're going to cut down this area, and then these logs are going to kind of help support our ending goal. I need about 250 XP points to get what I need built done. Like I said, trying to get to where when we have a bad tide, it flows off into this area down here, and then it'll flow out. I don't really care which way it flows out. There's a little opening here, but the general populace is that we can then flow it out through this area. Then we can come down here, build a little bit more. We'll then have this area to turn to a tree farm if need be. I can kind of then start pre-planning and kind of doing something with this map. Right now it's basically about basic survival skills and trying to just piece that together as much as humanly possible. That's basically what I'm going with right now, is doing anything and everything I can to kind of just survive up here. Well, it won't be up here, but this will be a good starting point for us. Like I said, once we get to 250, I'll put in the final pieces. Obviously, I have to get these logs out of the way, these trees, because then we're going to put in more pieces to kind of finalize what this is going to look like up here as far as getting everything kind of situated. I want the double XP points up here, or the double, what are they called? Floodgates. Alright, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end it here. Gotta go be a dad, so I wish I could have streamed longer. Didn't work out that way, but I do appreciate anybody who came to stop by and watch the stream. And we will try to pick this up sometime during the week, and yeah, all that fun jazz. So leave a like, think about subscribing, and I will catch you guys next time. Later. I gotta go deal with that. Haha.